In the ways of the week, the time's complete alone. You're the fact, the cream, the strength in me. I know. And you're driving me crazy. You keep on running.
Good morning. Welcome back to another carb cycling video. We have not done any carb cycling yet, but rest assured we are bringing the carbs back today. We just got done running a 10K. Like, what the actual heck? Ran a 10K. Feels great. However, I will say that I struggled in today's race. Now, I have ran a 5K before once in my life, but this is the second race that I've ever ran in my life, and definitely the first 10K I've ever ran before, and I struggled. The reason why it was very mental for me today, I don't know what's going on. I always run by myself, but running with a bunch of people, I don't know if it was anxiety because of the you-know-what going around. They were very good at spacing and everything out, wearing masks, all that good stuff, so I can't complain about that. People running up behind me, seeing shadows. They count down the miles. I don't like that. I don't like knowing how long I've ran. Okay, so when I'm running, I don't like to know. I'm just running, listening to music. I'm in the zone. I don't like to know mile 1, mile 2. I hate that crap. It's mental. It gets in my head, and I feel like I can't get through if I know exactly how many miles that I've ran. So that being said, I've got to get over that because we are running that half marathon in January. Oh my Lord. I don't know how I'm going to do that, y'all. I don't know. We have ran about 12 miles before if you watch these videos. So I have ran about a half marathon before. So I know I'm physically able to. It's just a mental thing, y'all. And I say that all the time. It is a mental thing with showing up, doing the damn thing, following through when it comes to exercise in general, when it comes to your health in general. It's just, you've got to be disciplined, you got to push yourself through and get out of your head. So today I did do our chant multiple times, guys. Less, grateful, and strong. All right, so I said that probably twice throughout the run. It was hot as hell today in southern Louisiana in almost November, and the humidity was up too, so that was a struggle too. The terrain was horrible. Okay, so I'm used to running a flat pavement, nice paved road. There was like potholes everywhere. It was rough on the girls' legs, I have to say, as far as trying to maneuver, not trip and fall. So it wasn't just running, it was a lot of things going on today. So I have to get over that before the half mile. I was able to meet up with my really good friend John Horton. He is local, and I've met him since KetoCon last year, so he is local to me, and he's also a runner, so it was really awesome to see him and his kids. If you follow me on IG, you know I'm always reposting him, pushing around his kids, and he is just amazing. So it was so nice to meet his wife, his kids, finally in person. That was amazing to be able to see him today, so I'm very grateful and blessed for that today. This morning, we did not carb up, okay? So we did not carb up this morning. Y'all saw what we had. We had some raspberries, pre-workout, and we had a piece of the Base Culture regular keto bread, 4 net carbs, with 100 grams of mashed avocado with some everything but the bagel seasoning. Last week when I didn't carb, if you watched that video, definitely check it out because it was an eye-opening experience. I did a nut butter, the raisin bread, and then we did some blackberries, I think, and it was a fire run. Today, I think it was fire as far as how I felt, but as far as mental getting into my head and that affected me physically, it definitely did. So do I think that the fat bombing up before running helps? Absolutely. I'm definitely going to next week do carbs in place of it in the morning and see if I see a difference, like go back and forth and see what works best for me prior to a run. Now today I am going to be carb cycling up, so they even put a banana, they gave us a little bag when we got done running. First off, let's just be real. They put Zapp's potato chips in here, and not just any Zapp's. So they put these spicy Cajun crawtators in here. Guys, before keto, this was my jam, all right? These are so flipping good. So if you're not keto and you're local, you better get you some Zapp's in your life because those are the ish for sure. Oh, can't have those, struggle. There is a little banana in here, so I was going to eat a banana right after my run, but I want to go home and test my ketones for you guys. I'm also going to test my glucose before we carb up, and I'm going to test my glucose tonight before we go to bed, because a lot of y'all asked to see the glucose levels when incorporating carbs into my system and seeing if it like blows me up or if I'm staying pretty steady as far as my glucose goes. So I'm going to show you that. And just remember, it's not going to be a fasted glucose because we did eat. I did do the Redmond's Relight afterwards, all that good stuff. So we got a lot going on, but it will give you an idea as far as excess carbohydrates and glucose versus like a keto style. Does that make sense? So we're gonna go home and do that. I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm feeling amazing after the run, but I'm telling you guys, during the run, struggle bus city. I've got to get over some things. I'm new to racing really, so I have to like kind of prep myself next time, and I've learned a lot today. I learned a lot in today's 10K to push me through for that half marathon. It's not until January, so we've got time to still condition and get ready for it. But man, it's going, if they count down like, I'm gonna have to close my eyes the entire run. If they count down like that and it's like mile 8, I'm gonna be like, I'm dead. Like, we're not gonna get to 13.1 miles. It's just not happening. Let's go home, let's compression socks, let's shower, and then let's start eating. I have a lot of carbs, a lot of fruit to eat today, y'all, because we haven't carved up at all. What is our life? We are rocking the monkey compression socks. I have these linked down below. I have a lot of y'all asking where I get them. Amazon in a huge pack, and they are worth every penny. I need to get on and get the seasonal ones. I think they're already sold out. Like, what the actual heck? But I love these things. They feel so good. I have a question for my runners out there though. Do you recommend wearing these kind of compression socks when doing my half marathon thing? Like, should I wear these or should I just wear my regular socks like I've been doing? What do you guys think? Because I'm conflicted about it. I'm not sure. But I also have my racing shirt on, like represent, yes indeed, and just some cozy Target shorts. I just wanted to be super comfy. I talked about how the run was a struggle today. However, I was hella inspired, even though there were people around me, and I think that did mess with my head. I was hella inspired by the people that I saw there. All shapes, all sizes, all ages, guys. There were people double my age that were freaking killing it, like killing it harder than me. And I was like, damn, inspiration on overload, guys. So don't ever put yourself in a box and say, I'm too old to change my life. I'm too big to do this. I'm too whatever to do this. Don't limit yourself and don't put yourself in a box. Today is the day. Today, guys, if you're deciding and you're out there and you're like on the fence, today is the day that you can change your whole life. You just got to make that decision. Today could be it for you. Make the decision, show up, follow through, guys. I'm telling you, you can do it out there. Getting coffee going. I thought it was appropriate to use the Killin' It mug today. Southern Wedding Cake by PJ's. I've just been really on the vanilla kick between the vanilla and pumpkin spice. I mean, we're living our best life around here. And my Miroco frother, you know what's happening. French vanilla nut pods. This is the refrigerated one. This is my OG go-to. I was able to find it at Whole Foods, thankfully, but we got it going on the first setting always. Let's get it. So glucose, we're coming in post-run, post the relight at 77. Pretty darn good in my opinion. And then we're coming in at a 0.6 post run for ketones today. So my ketones have been averaging about a 0.6, 0.7 here lately. Last week, if you watched one of those vlogs, I was having some super high numbers right after my long run last week when we didn't do carbs and we just did high fat. So that was interesting, but I'm totally fine, guys, with being at even at a 0.3, 0.4 when we are doing all this exercise, eating all these clean whole foods. I know I'm doing exactly what I need for my body. I'm seeing the gains and I am totally happy with it. So there's the glucose for everybody that wanted to see glucose numbers, and there's our ketones before we start carbing this bod up. So we're eating breakfast late. So this is like brunch. We might still go in with a lunch and we have a snack. We got a lot of stuff we're supposed to cram in today as far as the carbs go. We got a big old sweet potato yogurt bowl. So I've got a sweet potato in there that is 5.8 ounces that I cooked yesterday in the oven. I've got some of this Base Culture maple almond butter. This is the first time I'm trying this one. I've tried a lot of the other ones and I love it. Y'all know I love their bread, love these products, clean ingredients, woman-owned company. I love everything about them. We've got an apple in there, Honeycrisp, 141 grams. We've got about 92 grams of banana. We've also got some pecans in there from Sam's Club drizzled on there. And the yogurt was the Kalina. Y'all know I like the Kalina a lot. This is the bourbon vanilla. I just finished that one up. I had it in the fridge. And then I opened up a cashew peach one. This one is amazing, and these are higher in carb, so if you are just keto, you have to get the unsweetened, or the plain one is keto but the flavored ones are not, so just keep that in mind. And this is 692 calories including the collagen in the coffee, 52 net carbs. Sweet potato breakfast bowl on point. Another thing that's on point, guys, Base Culture nut butters. Now this one does have some maple syrup in it, so this is definitely paleo, not keto. I wouldn't even recommend this to have like during your keto week. I mean, if you can fit in your macros and it doesn't affect you, but I would definitely go with some of the other ones that just have the other ingredients in them, but this one was fire. This was the first time I tried this one, and it was really, really good. This nut butter is really chunky, so if you're against that and you like a creamy nut butter, you're not gonna like them, but if you like a chunky and you like it full of flavor, yes, indeed, base culture. That was amazing. I am stuffed. It is 11:40. I'm gonna get some things done. I can't even imagine like eating all the food that we're supposed to eat today, but we're gonna get it in. You know, the girl likes to eat, and we gotta make sure. I haven't carb cycled, guys, in a couple weeks if you've been watching the vlog, so I want to make sure that I get all the clean carbohydrates I can, because this week I was struggling as far as performance in the gym and runs all around with not having the carbohydrates. I do think it has been helping me. Y'all watch that 6-week result video. You can definitely see it right there as far as the inches lost and how we look too. So I'm loving it and loving having it back in my life. I've missed some apples, I will say. It's after 2 o'clock. I'm not really hungry, but I have a ton of protein I need to get in. I don't know if we're gonna get it all in. We probably will more at dinner than what I had originally planned. It's all good. I was gonna do some cauliflower rice with this as well, but I'm not feeling it. So I'm just going straight up protein, and you're gonna see what we're gonna dip with, which is keto friendly and fire. I doused this with the Redmond's Real Salt Organic Lemon Pepper. I saved this for all my seafood items, and it is so good in the Nicole Burgess bundle as well. I'm out on the Blackstone. I love the way this chars up out here versus in the skillet, so I thought, why not treat ourselves and get a little shrimp in our life, protein it up for lunchtime. 6.2 ounces of Imperfect Foods Gulf wild caught shrimp, guys. That's what you want always with your seafood. I've got a tablespoon of the Trader Joe's spicy cashew butter dressing with lime juice, ginger, cilantro, red chili peppers. This stuff is fire. This was a good find when I did my Trader Joe's haul. Definitely something that I would always pick up when I go. There are the macros on it right there. It's definitely keto friendly, and the ingredients are so spot on clean. It's not even funny. It does have a kick to it, and this was awesome when I made it for Taco Tuesday last week on my tacos. You don't need sour cream. You just put a little drizzle of this stuff, and it is so amazing. I highly recommend. And I was going to do 2 tablespoons, but we just refrained to 1, and that's going to be my lunch. We've got a protein source and a carb source for a late snack. We're probably going to go in. I need to try to replenish and refuel. And then we've got an epic dinner. Shrimp and Trader Joe's dressing on point, but I was going to do this afternoon a can of tuna fish for my snack and do some carbs, but I think I'm going to save the carbs for dessert. But I realized I'm out of tuna fish. What is my life? So I'm doing my pumpkin pie spice, or my pumpkin pie shake, which is 1/4 cup of pumpkin. This is from not Imperfect Foods, Thrive Market. And my little hack, if you didn't watch that past vlog, is when I use it, I put the date when I opened it, so I know to make sure to try to use it before it molds in the refrigerator so we don't waste it. 10 ounces of almond milk. I love that organic one from Whole Foods. A scoop of the Prime Protein by Equip. The vanilla is my favorite. A bunch of the pumpkin pie spice by Primal Palettes. Some ice. Blend it up, and you've got pumpkin pie shake. And this is keto friendly, guys. So this all together is 5 net carbs and 184 calories. So this is not something that you have to do on a carb up day. You can have pumpkin on keto. You just have to keep it at moderation. So 1/4 cup of that pumpkin is 4 net carbs. The other carbs coming from my almond milk. So good, y'all. Gotta try it. Pre-recorded because of the run, but I wanted to show you how I'm making the crock-pot apple bacon pork roast. So I went to my local butcher and I asked him for a 3-pound pork loin, and I asked him to do 1-inch cuts and cut it down, but to where it was still connected as a roast and not falling apart. And I have a Honeycrisp apple that I've sliced up. I've cored it, sliced it. I'm gonna stuff the apple slices in the slits like this, and also add, they call for bacon in the original recipe, like slices of bacon, but I just want the bacon flavor without like all the pieces. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the epic uncured bacon bits, and then we're gonna sprinkle some LAKANTO monk fruit sweetener on top, like a brown sugar. Here's what it looks like stuffed with apples and bacon pieces. I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of LAKANTO brown sugar, and I'm thinking I'm also gonna be extra and add a apple pie spice seasoning to it by Primal Palette. I think that would just be really good. The original recipe makes like a big old glaze and stuff afterwards, but I don't think I'm doing all that. I think we're just gonna eat it straight up like this, and we're serving it with sweet potatoes. Y'all, I did not even put the 1/3 cup, like probably 1/4 cup, because I'm sprinkling this on. I'm like, damn, this is a lot of LAKANTO. I'm like, I don't think we need that much brown sugar on here. I don't know, maybe it's just me not putting like sugar on stuff, especially in that quantity, just like a lot. So I'm gonna sprinkle the seasoning on next and put this back in my container. Put the apple pie spice on there. I'm gonna put the lid on here and put this in the fridge, and that way before I leave to go on my run, I can just pop this in the crock pot, set it on low for 8 hours, and it'll be rolling by the time I get back home. 4:19, getting the rest of dinner going. So I have some sweet potatoes. These are super small that I got from Imperfect Foods. So I'm gonna cook all 3 of these. We'll weigh them up and see how much they weigh as far as what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I always spray mine with some extra virgin olive oil, and then I put a bunch of the Redmond's real salt on here. Y'all know I eat the skin because it has so many nutrients in there, and that's what I'm trying to get from these healthy, clean carbs is the nutrients and all the benefits from them. Got a piece of parchment paper, 425 in the oven for 1 hour for perfection. The apple bacon pork loin is done. I mean, look how perfect that came out. It smells incredible. I cannot wait to try it. So I've got 2 pieces here, which is 6.8 ounces. I don't even know how many ounces these apples are. I put 20 grams in my carb manager. I doubt it's even 20 grams, but we're just gonna roll with it. And then we've got 7.9 ounces of sweet potatoes. We put a little bit of this ghee in there instead of butter, and we sprinkled a little bit of monk fruit and cinnamon on top. That's going to be absolutely delicious. So 630 calories, 42 net carbs, and then we have a nightly snack, and it's 530. Keep it 100% around here. The pork loin was tasty flavor-wise, but it was a little dry. Pork loin is pretty dry to me. I like pork more on the bone because I feel like it is more tender. It was all right. Would I make it again? I would do some adjustments. My second sweet potato was not cooked all the way. I don't think it wasn't cooked all the way. It was bad on me. I did have one in there in the bunch that had been lingering for a while, so I think I got it. So I went ahead and weighed it up and then subtracted it from my carb manager so I have accurate, because that's a lot. That was 2 ounces, okay? That's a lot of carbs when it comes to sweet potatoes. Last thing we're eating today is some Honeycrisp apples and bananas. Crazy kids in the background. They wearing me out today, y'all. Struggle is real. Moms and dads, rejoice in the comment section down below. 192 calories. 42 net carbs for our last carb up meal of the day, sprinkled with apple pie spice by Primal Palette back there. Today's macros, we did 214 total carbs. That's usually what I do on a carb up day, is between 200 to 220 here lately. So we did 163 net. 92 grams of fat. That's higher than I'd like to go. I'd like to say a little bit below 75. 159 protein. We want to eat as much as our body weight, which is around 133, 134, but we want to actually go over that. And then 2,271 calories. So we did great macro wise. Could have been a little bit lower on the fat, but I'm happy with this number and ready for that arm day tomorrow. Many requests to see the glucose specifically. You're like, I really don't care about ketones. We know it's going to knock you down. And as y'all can see, I've been consistent for over 8 weeks with coming in at a 0.1 post the dinner. And then, wow, I'm surprised at that because of the apples and the bananas, but that's absolutely crazy. But 91 for the glucose is not bad at all, y'all, for having everything that I had. 215 total carbs basically. And we had a lot of our carbs in the afternoon versus this morning. We had a bunch this morning, but you know what I mean. So to be at a 91, 77 was my normal glucose, as y'all saw this morning with just regular keto. That is not bad at all. So for everybody that was like, oh, I'd be interested to see your glucose numbers, they're probably through the roof. This is just to show you that if you are metabolically flexible after doing keto long term, you can get back into ketosis really quick, and it's not affecting your glucose as much as you may think, especially if you are doing clean, whole foods, healthy carbohydrates like I showcase here, guys. Carbohydrates are not the enemy. It's the type of carbohydrates that we consume. Good morning. Happy Monday. Scale this morning. You always see when I do a carb up day, the scale usually goes down. We went down a little over a pound in a day. It is so crazy. People have such a misconception of carbohydrates. And like I mentioned last night, carbohydrates are not the enemy. I am trying to stress that and spread the word all over everything with that, because we have such a stigma when we start keto and we get so scared of carbohydrates in general. And carbohydrates carbohydrates are not the enemy. It's the type of carbohydrates that we consume. I've said this many, many times. Apples and bananas did not get us obese and overweight. I know it sure didn't for me, because I wasn't binging on apples and bananas. I was binging on Little Debbie. Little Debbie. Like I said in a past vlog, if I see Little Debbie on the street, it's going down. Apples and bananas, all the good clean carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, those things are really awesome foods that we are consuming in our body. They are great for our bodies, okay? So don't be scared of those carbohydrates. Now, if you are just starting keto, I've said this in every carb cycling video, you're not ready for that yet. But if you are close to your goal, if you've been doing keto long term, go watch that first week's video. I always have it linked down below, because that's going to have so much information on if you need to carb cycle or not, if it's something that might benefit you and your lifestyle and your body at this moment. But do not be afraid of carbs. I have a lot of people in my close Facebook group too that post that they eat carrots and they're like, please don't come for me. These fit in my macros. Guys, carrots, come on. Why are we getting upset and getting defensive and having to put out there for the keto police that you're eating a damn carrot and you're afraid somebody's going to come for you for eating a carrot? What happened to somebody coming for us when we had Little Debbie in our hand and nobody said anything at the time? You know what I mean? Like, our perception of food, lifestyle, and diet right now in 2020, I just think is whack. I don't know what's going on, but I see people coming for other people for eating carrots and saying, that's not keto. And then you see people that are eating the worst of the worst on a standard American diet and nobody's saying a word. Where is the blockage? I don't know, but we've got to get the facts out there. We've got to educate people. I've had people all the time that say, Nicole, what do you do when someone's trying to bring you down or talks bad about keto? Just try to give them some education, guys. I never am defensive about it. I just try to throw out facts out there and educate. Now, you're never going to have everybody respond in a positive way, and some people do not want to change their mindset, and that's fine, but at least you did your part to try to educate and get the stigma and the stereotype out away from people's minds. Feeling fired today, guys. I feel the best after a carb up day. I haven't carbed up in a couple of weeks, as most of you guys know, and I just woke up before I even had my gym juice, okay? This was before my gym juice. I just felt amazing this morning. I have so much energy right after a carb up day, and it just feels absolutely incredible. And that's another thing. Do what makes you feel best, whether that be keto, whether that be Weight Watchers, whether that just be lower carb, paleo, whatever it is out there that makes you and your body feel the best and that you feel most comfortable in, you do that. Don't let other people, other influencers, whatever, persuade you. You know, I'm not all about keto, guys. I'm just overall health. So if you're out there and you're doing paleo, I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader. If you're doing Weight Watchers, I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader. All I care is that you are showing up, you're doing the damn thing, and you are doing better for your overall health. That's all I care about. Now, do I do keto as a lifestyle? That's my lifestyle of choice, but that doesn't mean I say everybody on this planet needs to do keto. I just want everybody to get healthy, and there's lots of faces of healthy out there. So just show up, do the damn thing, guys. We're at the gym, as you can see. It is arm day. However, we woke up with some struggles. So I got the kids all ready. They were all ready to go, but I forgot my headphones, which I've got my ratchet ones from the airplane still in my purse, winning. And I forgot my gloves for my arm days. And I know that seems trivial, but that definitely helps me out with grip and stuff with this arm weights. We're going to go in there. We're going to knock it out, y'all. Let's get it. Arm day feels so good to be back with some glycogen in the muscles. OMG, y'all. It makes a difference. If you are at the point in your lifestyle, in your journey, where you think this might be for you because you are lacking in the gym, you are lacking with lifting, damn, it is incredible, the difference. I swear by it. I love it. I am going to continue this until the girl doesn't feel good. You know how we do things around here. But man, I lifted so heavy today. I was able to do so many more reps. I went up on my poundage. On the elliptical, as you guys saw, only did 10 minutes because I've got things to do and I was just killing it with the weights in there and taking extra time. But I did 10 minutes, but I felt like I could have went on that thing forever. So my endurance definitely goes up too after we carb up, and I went faster on the elliptical for the same speed we've been doing, and I just felt fire. And I didn't even have my music on half the time because we had the ratchet earbuds, and I didn't have pockets in my leggings, so it was first world problems for sure today. And we had some Planet Fitness drama. So the Planet Fitness flasher was not back. If you're an OG, you know all about that. We had a juice head. Like, what the actual heck? So my guys, I have a lot of guys that follow me now. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy in the gym that gets all pissy because you're using some weights and you want to use them. And instead of just going up to a female or another guy and saying, hey, can I use that for a second? Because we were side by side. No, instead he's got to be ugly and make comments. And I heard everything because the girl didn't have her headphones on. If I would have had my headphones on, I would not have even known he was being such a you know what. But man, he was being such an A-double-S, y'all. It was incredible. And I looked over and I mouthed, do you have a problem? And he didn't say anything. So it's like, really? Like, grow up. Like, you're in the gym and you're acting like a child. Just ask somebody for the weight. So what I do, guys, as y'all see every week, I put the weights out because I'm doing an exact workout. So I need different weights for my different workouts that I'm doing. And there are multiple 10 pound, 15 pound, 20 pound weights in Planet Fitness. I'm not using like 3 sets of 10 pounds. Does that make sense? So he was all mad because he wanted to use a weight, and instead of just asking me, he kept giving me dirty looks the whole time. I thought something was up, and then he started making comments thinking that I had headphones and I couldn't say anything. Whatever. And I could have went up and actually like confronted him, but I said, you know what? I am not letting my vibes go in a negative way because of this juice head. And that's what we're calling him, because I really want to say something else on here, but you know we can't. Message, my guys, don't be that guy. If you have a concern about wanting to use and another thing, guys, he was going up to an elderly man that was using a bar and asking him for the bar, and he was making comments about this elderly gentleman, and I'm like, you know what, he's not even worth my time to say anything because he's talking about this elderly man that's over here freaking killing it, okay? And he's we could go on, but I'm not. So that was some drama today, but you know what, I just let that fuel me. I let his stupidness fuel me to lift heavier, to get more reps in, and just to do more. When I was on the cables and watching how he was acting with other people, I was like, you know what, let's just fuel this into positive energy. And that's exactly what I did. And I feel so fire, guys. I feel amazing. I did not do my protein coffee because we're actually going to pick up a Walmart grocery order and I'm going straight home. So usually I go out and about. That's why I do the protein coffee, to get that protein in your muscles. You are so sensitive to whatever you put in your mouth about 30 to 45 minutes directly after a workout. So you want to go with something high protein. So that's why I do the protein coffee if you're new here. But I am going to wait because we're going to go home. We're going to have a beast mode of a brunch, and I'm going to get plenty of protein then. So I didn't want to coffee up twice within like 30 minutes, if that makes sense. I'd be like, so we're going to hold off, and that just means we're going to eat something a little bit more high in protein probably this afternoon for a snack. So let's go pick up our groceries. Positive vibes. Nothing can bring me down, guys. I am just living my best life. I am living my best life, and nothing is going to tear this girl down. We're going to make negatives into positives, and we're going to see the bright side in everything, right? Back home, put the groceries away. I'm still on this vanilla kick. Like, I go in and out of pumpkin spice and vanilla, and I love the French vanilla by Community. Also the PJ's wedding cake. Y'all know I've been doing that quite often. So I'm going in with that, and of course the vanilla nut pods. Got my complete collagen by Equip in here. We're going to froth up with my little stick frother and then put the good froth in there. I've had some questions with, did I ever experience hair loss when doing keto? And the answer to that is yes. If you watch the vlogs I did when I stopped taking my collagen over a summer and drank the bangs instead. And I definitely noticed a difference, and I incorporated this back, and it has not been an issue. So you definitely need the collagen for your hair, skin, and nails. And most importantly, guys, your joints. I can't stress that enough. If you are working out like a beast, you need that to repair and recover those joints. Boom, y'all. All right, so I'm taking my ketones. It's 11:38 and glucose. After our workout, I haven't had anything except for the pre-workout this morning. Didn't do my protein coffee, as I mentioned, and glucose is at an 85. It was like 90 something last night before bed after having all those carbs. and we're already back into nutritional ketosis. Like, this is so, it's crazy, but it's not crazy anymore because I've been doing it for so long, and I know how my body is metabolically flexible to go back and out of ketosis and use the clean carbohydrates for good use. So if you're doing a carb up the right way, if you're doing it clean carbs, like I've stressed in this video and every one of these carb cycling videos, you are going to notice that you're going to get back in ketosis fairly quickly, and you're going to see all the benefits from doing the carb cycling. Also, if I didn't mention, today starts the Clean Keto Challenge. So when you're watching this on Thursday, we're almost done with the Clean Keto Challenge. Well, you guys are anyway. This is day one for me, and this is what I'm having on Clean Keto. So let me explain. Any type of fruits and veggies, Clean Keto. This bacon is from Imperfect Foods. It is the zero sugar, the paleo one. Definitely clean keto. Avocado, heck yes. Eggs, heck yes. The coffee, even though we're using the nut pods and it's got like a little bit of gelling gum in there, that's clean. It's not like a bad ingredient that you have in just once a day. And then these are the Just Made Keto Muffins. Y'all know I've been obsessed. I just got an order last week and I've been looking forward to indulging in these. My favorite are the cinnamon crumb and the strawberry. Hands down, they're all delicious, but that's my favorite. And I consider this to be clean keto because it is a homemade baked keto good. And she lists the ingredients in her macro strips that she sends you when you purchase these guys, and she uses the clean of the clean ingredients. So in my opinion, this is clean keto. Everybody's got their definition of what they think certain types of keto are. Don't come for me down below. This is clean keto for me. 851 calories, 9 net carbs. And also, if you're new, I sprinkled cinnamon on top. I've had some questions about this with carbs as well. I do not count this as carbs. This is a great spice for reducing inflammation in the body. So this is also a great alternative besides just doing your turmeric in the morning and at night, like I take pill form. This is great to douse on anything because it's going to reduce inflammation in the body, and it's so healthy for you. And no, we don't count that as carbs, girl. I know I sound like a broken record, but if you have not tried the Just Made Keto Muffins, you are not living your best keto life. Make sure to watch Monday's vlog because I am going to be trying the pumpkin spice ones for the first time, which I'm super excited for. But those strawberry and those cinnamon crumb one, pecan crumb ones, oh my gosh. They are fire and they are my life. Like, I am just obsessed, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but when something's good, I tell you guys, and y'all know it must be good for the girl to be eating it this much because y'all know I like to eat the same things over and over, and if it's something good, y'all see it a lot, so it must be damn good, and it is. Y'all are absolutely the sweetest. I can't even fathom. So I just checked the door after eating my brunch, and this was sitting on the front porch, and this is from Patricia. So thank you so much, Patricia. Oh my gosh, how freaking sweet is this? Look at this, guys. Pumpkin Queen, like that's just me to a T, right? And then Coach, like I teared up when I opened this. Oh my gosh. Struggle is real, absolutely. And this avocado pod keeper thing, like I've seen so many people with these. Yes, indeed. Patricia, thank you so much. That was totally unnecessary, but so stinking sweet of you. And I appreciate you guys with your comments, everything. That just means everything to me. So thank y'all so much for the love and support. And this is so unnecessary, but it made me smile so big today. So thank you. 2 o'clock, high protein snack time. So listen up, because I have a lot of y'all that ask me all the time, what's the recipe for the Reese shake? It is so easy. Between 10 to 11 ounces of organic unsweetened almond milk. So I've got that in there. 1 to 2 tablespoons of LAKANTO peanut butter powder. They also have peanut butter powder at Trader Joe's now. That's super clean if you don't want to get this LAKANTO one, but I always have a discount code with LAKANTO in the description box down below. Scoop of the Prime Protein Chocolate by Equip. Y'all know this is my absolute favorite with the vanilla you see all the time. Some ice, some cinnamon, blend up, and done. That's the Reese shake. It is so good. It tastes like peanut butter cup in your mouth. What else do we have going on? We have an epic beef bar. This is the jalapeno one. This one is really good. Macros are on point here. We've got 1 net carb, total fat 8 and 10 protein. Yeah, I think that says 10 protein. These things are amazing. I love all the Epic products. There isn't one thing from Epic I have eaten and like, oh, gross. They're all good. High protein, clean ingredients for clean keto challenge. That's definitely a thumbs up. And then I've got my pumpkin donuts. Y'all been seeing these like crazy, but I had one left and I'm not letting it go to waste. We are going to eat that up. That's going to be delicious. So everything, including the Reese shake, is 498 calories, 5 net carbs. It's about 4:20. I'm getting a heads up on dinner. I'm making that Keto Ladies hamburger steak. Y'all, Trey is so loud in the background. If you know, you know. So that is everything for the hamburger steak. It's very similar to the one that I always make, but I wanted to try hers with the gravy. I'm also going to be making her macaroni and cheese, but I'm going to put a little spin on it and trying to do a test trial for Thanksgiving with using the Nature's Heaven noodles. These are the lasagna strips. I'm going to try those out tonight. And for the bone broth for the hamburger steak, I'm going to be using the Kettle and Fire bone broth. This is the beef one. I'm out of the chicken. I have an order coming. I have a discount code linked down below, guys. They are the cleanest of the clean. It's really hard to find good, clean bone broth if you're not making your own. And Kettle and Fire also is glyphosate free. So they don't have the ingredient that's used in Roundup in their products, which is nice because a lot of bone broths apparently do. So I highly recommend Kettle and Fire. They're an awesome company out of Texas and love them. Can we say perfection on these hamburger steaks? They look incredible. Dinner is served. So we've got the mac and cheese. We've got the hamburger steak. I made some Southern Keto drop biscuits the other day. Want to make sure they don't go to waste. I got a little bit of butter on top that I just heated up. And there are the green beans. This is 748 calories. 9 net carbs. That was awesome. Y'all need to get a Dat Keto Lady's new e-cookbook because that macaroni was fire. I'm definitely going to make it the way she suggests in the cookbook versus doing the lasagna layering that I did. It was still amazing, guys. It tasted so good. That cheese like sauce combo thing that she's got going on is on point. That was awesome. I've got some Zoom meetings to go attend to. Let this food go down. If you are new or haven't watched the past few vlogs, I am using the Hydro Jug, which is a half gallon. If you fill this up twice a day, that's a gallon per day, which is a requirement for 75 hard if you're thinking about doing it or want to join in on January 1st when I start 75 hard. I'm doing it for my keto cut this year for 2021. I have a discount code down below, but love it because it keeps me on track and I know exactly how much water I'm getting. I fill this up twice a day for a gallon plus another half before I go to bed to take my supplements and to just drink some water the night before. I love how it has pockets in it. See, I've got my key in there. I've got my mask in there. So it definitely like acts as like a little purse and you don't have to carry something extra either. So that's going to conclude today's carb cycling video. Today is Tuesday actually when I'm filming this. So I wanted to give you guys a little update on how I'm feeling since not doing carbs and now incorporating them back this week. I am feeling so much better, so much more like myself. Yesterday for arm day, like I mentioned, I was lifting heavier. Today I did leg day and wow, just blew it out of the water. Definitely did heavier lifting on the leg machines and I just felt fire. So it is definitely something that is working for myself and for my body. And also I've had a lot of y'all ask about the menstrual cycle issues that I had, what was going on specifically with me. I have mentioned it before, but starting January 1st, after being keto for 1 year, my cycle started to become irregular. So I was having 2 cycles a month instead of 1, and I do take a birth control pill. So that was very odd for me because I have been taking that for a long time. Went to my doctor. He thought that my lifestyle might be something that was causing the issues, and doing my homework and research through keto coaching, it definitely does affect your system. And for me and many other ladies I know out here, it is affecting them when doing keto long term. I'm happy to say that since carb cycling 6 weeks, my cycles are regular. Actually, the shark showed her ugly face yesterday, but I didn't even have any signs of it coming. And usually I have headaches and lower back pain, and I did not have any of that. So I definitely think that carb cycling is helping with all the crazy issues that come with your monthly cycle as well. I know a lot of people carb up right before they know the shark is coming to eliminate headaches and bloating and all the back pain and stuff and bad cramping and stuff like that. It definitely helps them. So that might be something to look into. But check out week 1's video because I share all the pros about carb cycling and whether it may be something that you want to start for yourself right now or something that you might want to dive into later after you've been doing keto long term. But for me and my body, it helps me with all these crazy workouts that I'm doing, and it is also the #1 reason why I started was to get myself on track menstrual wise, and I'm happy to report that the hormones and everything is back in check. Yes indeed. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a huge thumbs up. That helps me out so much and lets me know that you're enjoying this content here on my channel. And if you are new, welcome, welcome. I've got so many new followers and I'm so stoked about it. So make sure you hit all the bells and whistles before you leave so you do not miss a notification and future upload from me. Thank y'all again for watching. Y'all have an amazing day. I hope you are doing awesome out there on this clean keto challenge that we have going on when you're watching this on Thursday. Next week we are starting the gallon a day water challenge. So definitely join us for that. Anybody can do that. You don't have to be any physical way to be able to drink some water, right? So we're going to be drinking a gallon of water a day. That is the challenge starting on Monday of next week. I love you guys so much. Keep killing it out there and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.
So the week, the time's